Hi everyone, thanks so much for joining me. In this video we're going to cover, it's a kneeling thigh exercise. Really great, really hard, and really important to keep the spine as neutral as possible. And this is only going to be accessible if you're okay being on your knees. In my classes I have these like gardening kneeling pads available. For here I'm on carpet, and so I'm just going to be using my yoga mat. You could also have a ball or a block handy to inspire those inner thighs to still be working and engaging energy toward, up and toward the midline. So really hard, but a really great exercise. So a kneeling position. First thing to consider is, do you want to have the toes tucked under or untucked? This would have to do with your feet, ankle comfort. Okay, so it's not worth being in any sort of exercise and feeling like you're just going to cramp in your feet. The other thing is, anytime we do things in this position, the hamstrings could cramp. So you want to make sure that you're engaging your glutes, because as long as your glutes are sharing the load, the hamstrings shouldn't overload. They should engage, but it shouldn't be isolated. So I'm active here from my feet, the tops of my feet, coming all the way up. The hinge occurs at the knees, okay? But it's going to be very tempting to go back here because you are going to want to take this further, but without it really exhausting the thighs. So be real mindful that you're keeping this as neutral as possible. So without even placing a ball or a block between my thighs, I imagine that I have it there. So I'm pressing across my feet, okay, pressing across my knees, but with a sense of bringing energy up and in toward the midline, okay, head of the arm bones back, base of the skull back, so I get longer. Okay, then hinge back. Maybe take one or both arms out in front, but I'm really seeking the sense of length, length, length. The glutes will engage, great, okay? Your arms could be out in front. You could have one hand at the wall. You could reach your arms up, okay? And then the movement is just back and forward. I mean, there's all sorts of variations, that you can do in this, but you want to just keep that consistency, right, in the work. So it's length without tension, right? Length in the abs, the sides, the back muscles, really fatiguing for the thighs. You can go back and hold, like there's all sorts of torture you can do in pretty much every exercise, right? So you can always make it more difficult. What's so key to me is that you keep it, those channels, the joints, right, as open and supported as you possibly can. Then your muscles will be able to work effectively and you'll get stronger. So I hope that this was helpful. Kneeling position, kneeling thigh, and that you have a great day. Namaste.